Most people think you need millions to feel financially free. The big house, the flash car, the number with too many zeros to count. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For most people, wealth isn't about millions. It's about enough. And one of the most surprising voices to agree with that is Kevin O'Leary, a man worth hundreds of millions, yet unusually blunt about how little you actually need to stop worrying about money. His view is simple. You don't need endless wealth. You need clarity. Clarity about the life you actually want to live, not the one you've been sold. Because once you understand what your version of enough looks like, the maths becomes surprisingly boring and surprisingly achievable. Some people picture wealth as luxury cars, designer clothes and massive homes. Others picture something far quieter, a paid-off place to live, low monthly costs, control over their time, and the freedom to walk away from work they don't enjoy. Those two lifestyles come with very different price tags, and that's why O'Leary argues that for many people, financial independence can start around £500,000 if it's invested sensibly and expectations are realistic. That sounds low, until you look at the numbers. If £500,000 is invested conservatively, think bonds, income funds and low-risk assets, a 5% return produces roughly £25,000 a year. You're not spending the capital, you're living off the income. If you're willing to take measured market risk and include equities, returns closer to 8-9% are possible over the long run. That's £40,000. £45,000 a year, without touching the original pot. That won't fund a luxury lifestyle in London. But for a single person or a couple with modest expenses, especially outside major cities, it can cover the basics comfortably. No paycheck anxiety, no alarm clock panic, no trading time for money. And that's the part people miss. Financial freedom isn't about buying more things. It's about getting your time back. Add in the UK state pension later in life and the picture becomes even more stable. Not glamorous, but dependable. And dependable is underrated. Most people don't actually want wealth for the yachts or the watches. They want the ability to say no, the ability to slow down, the ability to choose. Money is just the tool that makes those choices possible. Where people go wrong is what they do once they finally have a lump sum. O'Leary is famously ruthless about this. Don't invest in a friend's restaurant. Don't back a relative's bar. Don't chase exciting stories. Small lifestyle businesses fail constantly. They're emotional, unpredictable, and rarely scale. If your goal is to live off your money forever, preservation matters more than excitement. This isn't about doubling your money, it's about making sure it lasts. There's one important caveat though. Your capital still needs to grow faster than inflation. If your portfolio generates income but never grows, your purchasing power quietly erodes. That's why long-term investing isn't just about income. It's about steady, boring growth alongside it. And boring works. Balanced portfolios, long-time horizons, low drama. That's how real financial independence is built. The mistake most people make is assuming they always need more, a bigger number, a higher target. But once your investments can support your lifestyle, the game changes. You stop climbing, you start maintaining. The real question isn't how much money makes you rich, it's this. How much is enough for you? Enough to live without stress? Enough to buy your time back? Enough to say no when you want to? For many people, that number is far lower than they've been led to believe. And once you know your number, the path becomes clearer and calmer. That's real wealth.